What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DFL Kyrie. We back with another one. I know I've been gone for about a week, but we finna catch up on all the news. Unfortunately, the Lamar Road fight was not overturned, so Tank did get away with the victory, but we will be seeing the rematch hopefully in June. I know y'all all saw that. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We finna get into the up-and-coming fights that's coming up this year. We got some bangers on the way. I know y'all ready to see these fights because I am too. I'm past the Lamar Rose drama and Tank drama. Let's get on to some new fights. Let's see some new faces. I'm starting off with Brian Norman versus Derek. I don't want to mess his last name up, so I'm going to call him Derek. I'm looking at highlights of both fighters. We're going to start with Brian Norman Jr. You know how I do. I show you all the footage, and then we analyze it. Ooh, Brian Norman. One thing I see Brian Norman do, though, he got good defense in the inside, but he get hit a lot. He get hit a lot. If you fight somebody like Boots or somebody like Crawford or somebody on that level, it's like he's getting hit a lot right here. Ooh, even Karen, I think I say. All right, man. I showed y'all the clip. I'm finna break it down what I saw. I feel like Norman the dog. He a tough young fighter, tough competitor. Feel like he gonna come to fight. He only can get better from here. That's all I can say. I don't know how long ago that fight was, but he only can get better from here. So I get that like a B minus performance. But with this fight coming up, hopefully he learned from that, and we can see some new tools and skills that he learned. But I love to see his name up in there with the Ennis and the Stanionis. So I hope he do win this fight, and we get to see him put some stuff together that we ain't never seen before. But we finna get us some of Derek highlights. I don't want to mess his last name up, but we're gonna show him too. Let's get us some of Derek highlights. Let's get it. Okay. I like how you use the jab. It ain't real hard, but at least he throw one. I love fighters that throw jabs. That's one of the best parts about boxing to me is to watch a good jab. Got like a little. He a fighter too. This gonna be a banger. he like to stay in the fight too. But one thing about him, he keep that jab working. Like he's a very strong guy too. Okay, got a little charisma, Hey, I think this is gonna be a test for Norman right here. Ooh. I don't know. I like he's composed, he kind of more composed than Norman. I say. Keep popping.
Pues de descanso, digamos, para sobrevivir, le podía sacar la pelea por puntos.
What's going on? Oh, the fight stopped. Oh, they stopped the fight. Oh, he must got some pop. The fight stopped. He must have got some pop. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a tough fight for Norman, man. A tough fight for Norman. Very tough fight for Norman. But if Norman can pull through that, he'll be able to pull through anything, so. Next, we got that boy Abdullah Mason, man. I know everybody love Abdullah, man. I love Abdullah, I ain't gonna lie. Even after the 2 knockdowns, he came back, he did his thing versus Manuel James, if I ain't mistaken his name. But he got another fight coming up. I'm gonna show y'all the opponent that he finna fight. And we gonna break down that fight. We're gonna watch his old highlight, we're gonna watch Mason highlights. But man, as far as Abdullah Mason, one thing I can say, he took that knockdown very well. To be young, to be dropped 2 times and then still get back up and finish the fight, not affected by it, pushed through it, and looked amazing the rest of the way. And then bounce right back, fight 3 months later, put on an amazing performance. I feel like the sky the limit for him. His chin, it ain't questionable. He young, man. I feel like it was more him throwing himself with the power off balance, getting caught at this, more of a timing thing than more of a being hurt thing, which he probably picked up on and learned from there. So that was 2 fights ago. The boy keep fighting. That's what I like about him. He keep fighting. He keep learning. He keep fighting. He don't just fight one time a year, 2 times a year. He keep fighting. That's how you improve. That's how you get better. You see different styles, different opponents. That's how you prepare yourself for them main events. Yeah, I don't feel like he cherry picking his way through, but we finna look at this opponent. We're going to start with Abdullah first, his last fight. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm bringing y'all the real. And we're going to have a parlay pick at the end. You know we always do a parlay pick at the end.
Ooh. And that was fast. And strong. Again, that uppercut again. He's just off the mark with it right now, but you saw that lead hand.
You see more patient.
His face right there on the
Even for that little bit right there, I can see
his eyes.
He's more patient.
Focused, dialed in.
Ooh, good job. Ooh. Yeah, see? That boy problem. That boy problem.
Watch the reaction.
At first he was like, ha. He still got it, but he set it up. Yeah. He's setting it up. Big problem, man.
Just similarities. Who other than Abdullah Mason and Tank throws uppercuts like that? Close that distance because he's out at range. He's dead meat. Dead meat out at range.
You understand it now.
That's another straight left.
Okay.
Abdullah Mason sets up that jab.
Yeah, take your time. Ooh. Yeah, man, we gonna push it through. We gonna go to we're gonna push it through. We're gonna go to Carlos Ornelas, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna go to Carlos Ornelas. That's Abdullah Mason's opponent. I never seen him fight. I had went back and found a fight, looked at a couple rounds, and I'm gonna show y'all what I seen. Abdullah Mason for the KO. You know that's what we bet. I gotta bet it. Why not? I feel like if we don't bet Abdullah Mason for the KO, then it's just not right. But let's watch this fight.
So we're underway then. All Southpaw affair in the 60-kilogram lightweight division scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds between boxers from Mexico and Uzbekistan. Southpaw wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold, boxing out of the black corner. Carlos Ornelas, 32 fights as a professional, 28 wins, 13 and 15 inside the distance, 4 losses. Made his pro debut back in December of 2019. He's been a busy boxer since then. His opponent, the southpaw wearing white, he just scored with a counter right hand and then a left.
Oh, his opponent the one in the black trunks. Y'all ain't know.
That just causes the brow of Carlos Ornelas to be furrowed. Is Elnor Abdullah.
No, he getting popped with all type of defense not there, foot movement not there. I feel like that's a fairly easy win for Abdullah Mason.
Counter left hand landed by Carlos Ornelas. Carlos Ornelas, but Elnor Abdullah, his first contest, is undergoing surgery on a left hand injury which caused him to retire at the end of the 7th round in a contest scheduled for 10. That was in Mexico, in Tijuana. Look at him get to work with that lead right there.
Hey, okay. Let's get to this next fight. You know, this the big one right here, man. Well, not the big one, but yeah, the big one. Because this is my boy, the big one. This the big one. This the fight that people got Boots question. Got me looking crazy. Let me tuck my string in. I'm looking crazy. Looking crazy. But Boots, let me chill out. No, but Boots was getting questioned from his last fight with Karen. I don't understand why. Before we get into this Boots Stanionis fight, I want to get back into Boots Karen 1. I wanted to sit back and really observe that fight and talk about that fight. Let me scoot up and talk to y'all. Let's talk about this Boots Karen fight 1. Firstly, Karen got an awkward style. Boots young. He looking for the KO. He thinking his style awkward. I can catch him in between the shots. I know that's probably what Boots was thinking. I'm going to be able to catch him. I'm going to be able to open him up easy. He's showing me so much opening. But at the same time, it was like tricky openings. Karen was like, he was looking like he was open, but he was doing like, he really a weird type of fighter. That's why I said Karen give these fighters a lot of trouble. They try to criticize Boots for that fight, but if you really break that fight, even the first fight, I'm not talking about the second one, break the first fight down and really look, Boots did a great job of boxing that man, beating that man and breaking him down. So I don't feel like Boots don't got no good defense, none of that. It's just Karen just a little tricky. That's why fight 2, I feel like Boots did what he was supposed to do. Try to get the boy out of there. Fuck it. Excuse me. Try to get him out of there. Because, all that, they criticized you the first time. You probably really didn't want to fight the boy the second time. Like, man, I could beat him. He awkward, but I beat him again. I don't like fighting. He running, basically. He running. Damn near all 12 rounds, he running from the boy. So Boots like, man, he get in there. They do too. Boots drop him. He beating him up. Like, I don't know what y'all see. He was beating that boy up. Like, beating him down. Karen just ain't go. So, yeah, Boots got caught with shots, but it wasn't like it was shots that he wanted to get caught with. It wasn't like he was on the defense when he was getting hit. He was trying to stop something when he was getting hit. He was getting in there. It wasn't like he was leaning back on the defense when he was getting caught with them shots. He was pressing. And when you pressing, you gonna get hit a few times. But at the same time, that could have been a little reckless. But you see, it wasn't. He got the dub. But let's get into these fights, man. We're gonna watch Boots' last performance, Karen 2. We're gonna watch it. Let's get it, man.
12 rounds for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the World. Jaron Ennis, Karen Chukazan, live on DAZN from Philadelphia. Here we go.
Boots coming out in the orthodox stance. He fought the first fight. He fought most of the time in the southpaw stance. I think he actually had more success when he was in the orthodox stance. We'll see if he continues this.
For me, how Chukazan responds to getting hit is one of the points of this fight. It's not like he was running for the entirety of the last fight, but every time he got hit with something consequential, that's when he got on his bike for the rest of the round. That's the adjustment that Boots is going to have to make, being able to follow up on those shots that hurt him.
You can see it.
Not the type of fighter to stand still, constantly bouncing on those feet, and he clipped Boots.
See what I'm saying? On the defense, he on the defense.
Boots got the worst of it.
Compared to what we saw in the first fight, this is a brilliant round.
When you pressure, you ain't gonna be hitting when you pressure. But when you want to be defensive, you can. I like this Boots though. This first round Boots, how he coming out against Karen. I like this first round Boots. If he fight like that, all 12 rounds against anybody, and he's speeding at any weight division.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult fight.
Boy got it. And he got a great team.
In between the shots now, landing 3 shots to the body, and Boots.
If he keep it at a distance like that, like he do in this first round, with anybody, it's going to be hard.
His career came to fight tonight. They're scolding Boots in the corner for getting hit with that shot right there. Clean shot to the side of the head.
Look, if there's a weakness in Boots Ennis' game, it's probably some of his defense, especially in that last fight against David Avanesi. He knocked him out, but he also took some pretty good shots during the 5 rounds of that fight.
Oh, there it is.
See that when he in the inside, when he get caught with that look, he there for it. It ain't like he there for that. He's on the trade. Y'all quit that defense. And he catch. He's so fast, all you need to see him catch. He catching some of that shit.
Coming back with punches around the guard, overhand right. So it's going to be dangerous if you keep your
head up. We gonna move over to Stanionis. I ain't really watched a lot of Stanionis, but lately I've been tapping back in, watching some of his fights, the full fights I can find. Tough guy. He coming to fight. He coming to knock your head off. Can take a punch. He not backing down. That's one thing. He not backing down. He not scared of Boots. He probably ain't gonna give Boots no respect. But I'm gonna show you all of that. We gonna talk about this performance, and I'm gonna give y'all my observation of Stanionis.
Stanionis like that body shot.
I wonder why they started the highlights so late in the round.
To the liver of
I should have. I couldn't really find a lot of footage on him, but I wonder why they started at 9 through 12. That's kind of crazy. I wanted to see how he come out in the first, not how he looked when he joined.
Sticking with that jab, really ever since the second round. Blood in your veins, East LA.
Yeah, they skipping a lot of rounds. This is crazy. what I can see now, no disrespect, but for Boots and with Boots style, he's for. He got a big punch though. He got a big punch, a big quick little hook you don't see coming. So Boots got to watch out for that. The chin time, it looked like he got some chin time on that one. 10 time, you catch you going down.
Yep, I agree.
He's going to have to win these 2 rounds.
And no matter what happens, I want to see Maestri.
Stay with him.
This guy can give a lot of people issues.
40 seconds left. Maestri.
That's enough of that. That's enough of Stanionis. I guess I see we all get the picture off that little short clip. What type of fighter to be? I think in round 1, this is depending on round 1 gonna determine the fighter. Boots come out and jab him, and if he stay like that, it's about 6, 7, just jab head and touching the body with hard stab jabs and moving and catching the side of the body and jabbing. By round 6, Stanionis gonna be ready to fight, and I feel like he's gonna open up more, and I feel like that's when Boots can go and start throwing them uppercuts and hooks and close out the show about round 9 or 10. But I feel like Stanionis coming to fight. He's not backing down. Stanionis a dog for sure. I know he is. We gonna see. We gonna see how this play out. You know, I'm going with Boots KO round 10. Got some more news to catch up on. Bud said he not fighting until September. He looking good. He looking big. I'm pulling for Bud to get the upset in September. I'm pulling for Bud to get the upset because I feel like it's different when he in that ring than the last couple opponents that Canelo had. Edgar was tough. He young, but like he was more coming to prove, yeah, I could fight Canelo. Crawford in his heart, he coming to prove he could beat Canelo. So I feel like he can, man. The way he boxed, how he systematically broke down Earl, how he do these guys is just crazy. And I feel like Canelo ain't got enough left in the tank for somebody like a Crawford. That's just honestly, I feel like he ain't got enough in the tank. I feel like Crawford coming ready to take. He coming to take his time, and he coming to take his belts, and he coming to. I don't know, for some reason I feel like Crawford might retire after this fight. I feel like this is his homecoming fight. He done after this, man. But yeah, it's a lot going on, man. There's been a lot going on. I had to fill y'all in and catch y'all up on these new fights. And we gonna do stuff a little different today before I get out of here. I'm gonna give y'all 2 prospects that a lot of people don't talk about, but I feel like really is them dogs. I'm gonna start with Dennis Thompson Jr. We're gonna link him up on BoxRec for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this BoxRec. Dennis Thompson. Dog. I don't know, my bad, it might not be Junior. I take the Junior back, it ain't Junior. It's just Dennis Thompson. 1-0, 1 knockout, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hey, let's see if they got his highlights on there from that first fight. All it took is 1 fight for me. It took us 1 fight for me. That's all it took for 1 fight to see. Skill level, crazy. Oh yeah, they got it on here. This was 4 months ago on I think it was the Boots card. It was the Boots card 4 months ago. Dennis Thompson. Watch him.
Touch glove.
Boy, it was crazy, man. I'm like, man, you can see the flashes. Like some fighters, you can just see it. You can see the flashes of greatness. It's wild, man. Some fighters, you can see it in them.
In before the bell, leading up to the main card on DAZN at 7 Eastern. It is Edgar Ortiz Jr. and Quiet Storm Dennis Thompson Jr. in the white and purple trunks. Ortiz in the black with the red trim.
He behind the stick. He's setting you up. That's
we're underway.
That's
right off the bat.
Fast.
Staying busy with
good
the hands,
stick,
especially that jab.
Good power. And the IQ of the game, that takes you farther than anything. You got a good stick and you know how to set people up. You won't beat a lot of fighters. Most fighters, that's why most fighters. Look at that stick got that boy. I can't even finish what I'm saying. That stick got that boy hit, bro. But,
and this is the type of fighter that Thompson says he can.
It's really, man, if you got a good stick and good feet and a good IQ of the game, He really gotta have much
I
power.
like the way he's really establishing the
Good
jab
stick and good feet.
this opening round.
And a good IQ of the game,
Not
good vision
rushing
of the
his
ring.
Finding
You
his
gonna break your
range.
opponent down every time.
Have to imagine
Boy.
everything's a lot slower around here.
Crazy, man.
Second time around, and
He's
he's
crazy.
fight as a pro.
I'm gonna let y'all watch. We're gonna get the whole. In 7 minutes, I'm gonna give y'all 3. I'm like 3 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 3 minutes. Bro. He broke crazy. Bro, crazy. I'm gonna have to try to interview him or something. He was crazy. He beating shit.
Jitters had to be flowing, but here,
Hey.
anything is flowing right now from the left and the right side by Dennis Thompson Jr., dictating a great pace in the opening round. Then you made your pro debut in San Diego, very far away from home.
I don't know if a lot of y'all caught this fight,
in
but
your
yeah.
hometown.
'Cause I like to catch the prelims, you know, I like to watch all the
I
fights,
absolutely
you
love
know.
fighting in
I don't
San Diego.
discriminate, I
It was
watch
a very
all
cool
the fights.
experience.
So,
And
and that's how you really see who up and coming, you can really see who really, that's when people get to certain levels, I kind of already be knowing, like, oh yeah, he cherry picked this way, because I've been to watch all the prelim fights for him. Like, he fought a tough dude over there. Cause I've been to watch all the prelims. I even watch stuff like even on the free fight days on Pro Box. I watch a lot of fights just to try to see. We gonna see who the next. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of people just be popular. They'll be doing they studying their history and history. You gotta do your history. That's why I have to get this pod, man. Y'all gotta tap in. This the pod that's gonna give you all the facts and the real. Dropping the show every Friday. Let's get back to Dennis though. Dennis is torturing his voice.
But there have been some lengthy layoffs in his activity. This is ending an 11-month layoff for Edgar Ortiz Jr. He said the reason for the layoffs is just tough finding time for himself as he continues to eat powerful right hands from Dennis Thompson here in the opening round.
I like what a little bit.
Ortiz fighting off with the 2-punch combo moments ago, but Dennis Thompson
Yeah,
Jr.
man,
coming
y'all more than 3 minutes. My bad. I done get they might copyright it. I can't even monetize it. But that boy amazing, man. That boy amazing. And then my next prospect, I feel like people should know him, but people be like I said, they be showing they boxer who they, ooh, he beat him. They don't even pay attention to the one that's coming up and the one that's potentially finna be that. Zaquin Moses. Let me show y'all this boy. It just so happened to be Shakur Stevens' little cousin, man. Crazy. Crazy. Everything he man, that boy, wow, man. He fought on the same undercard. That's why I'm like, I was supposed to do this video a while back, but I'm like, man, I gotta start doing episodes every Friday. No more short videos. I'm finna get y'all, we gonna break down fights, but I'm finna get y'all this Zaquin Moses versus Michael Ruiz on the Boots undercard. This was crazy. This is as crazy as it get, man. These boys looking good, man. I'm glad to see young fighters getting their skills up and coming in and looking like A+ fighters from out the gate. That's what I love behind that stick. Good sticks and good jabs, man.
Bam and Guevara live on DAZN. Main card starting at 7 Eastern. Right now it is the pro debut of 19-year-old Zaquin Moses against Michael Ruiz. This one's scheduled for 4 rounds at 130 pounds. Ruiz coming out whiffing in the opening seconds as Moses, and 19 years old, looks like the bigger fighter. Despite
behind the stick,
giving an edge to Ruiz height-wise.
That automatically means you 15-0. Your first fight. You come in with a good stick behind that jab, that automatically means you 15-0.
Well, right?
Yeah, I know Zay. I sparred plenty.
The first 15 to 20 fighters.
I always knew he was going to be a great young
don't
talent.
Understand the concept of boxing. They just in there trying to throw.
What stood out to you when you're
getting caught with crazy, easy jabs?
He reminds me just of Shakur.
So you come in with a good stick and you pace and got some knowledge of the game. You 16, 17-0.
He's just like
guaranteed. Your first fight looked like his. You said guaranteed 17-18-0 before you. And then when you get your first test, that's when people gonna see like, oh yeah, this boy really know what he's doing. If he chin up the part, then that's how we get a question out. But up to that point, watching. Look at little bro putting that work in, torturing.
We saw it in the amateur level. He really popped
systematically breaking him
to the scene on the amateur level when he beat Carmel Moten. But this is a 3-time amateur national champ.
No point in rushing. Rush for what?
Yeah, when he beat Cameron Moon, that was big because they don't have a lot
Oh,
of
easy.
like that. But like I said, he's a special talent, and I think that this is the beginning of something special.
Well, that punch rocking Ruiz moments ago.
Good shot.
And maybe Moses is getting a little bit more comfortable here in his pro debut.
He's taking his time, and I like that. Being very patient.
And when you're making your pro debut, so many things could speed up on you. It doesn't look like that's the case with Moses as he clocks.
And before we get out of here, I like to give credit to women boxing too, because I love women boxing just as much as men boxing. I sit down and watch that too. And I was asleep, so I didn't get to watch it, but I watched the highlights. I wish I was woke, but congratulations, Tara Brown. She just dethroned Sky Nicholson. From what I seen from the highlights, she was doing more punching. Nicholson was doing more holding and running. And congratulations. She brought it home to him. She brought it home. She did her thing. I was happy to see her. Happy to see her win it, and I feel like she deserved it. I'm gonna show you all the highlights. And the new. Yeah, it was a good feeling to see that.
I remind you to listen and follow my commands and
Sky
protect
tough
yourself
though,
at all
sure.
times. Good luck.
12-0 makes 8.
She had a camera room like she on the hunt. Okay. She on the hunt with it then.
You know, she had a lot to say.
Stay there. Here you go. Yeah.
This could be the fight of the night.
Her shots when she needs to. Let's see if Brown can step it up and get in where she needs to.
I love Sky style. Sky gotta just. If she gonna use her jab, she gotta make it more effective. Don't do as much movement. Kind of stab jab with her sometimes. Give me something to feel. Jab to the body. Mix it up. I love her turning though. She can turn you. She can turn you in circles. That's one thing about Sky. She got great boxing ability for sure. She probably just came up short. Oh.
Yeah, as the fight goes on, I believe she'll look more confident.
Yeah, Tierra was doing her thing, man. Congratulations. We're gonna step it right here. Congratulations again. This is the first episode. Comment, give me feedback. Tell me what y'all want for next week. We gonna get in and we gonna dig in and we gonna see what we can find and we gonna bring something new and something juicy to y'all every week. If we can't find the up-and-coming fights, if there ain't nothing going on, we gonna jump into the boxing news, but I'm gonna keep y'all updated every Friday. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it.